Okay, guys. All right. So I do actually want to talk to you about how this affected me socially. Yeah. So today, from everything we've been doing in the Sanskrit and the Mama Africa playlist, I do want to talk to you about how it's affected me socially. So this morning we did Wild Side. We've done World Beauty, and now um yeah, this socially. All right. How did it affect you? Yeah. So I was talking about, yeah, not driving yourself mad with it, not isolating yourself with it, places you go, where you shop. Yeah. All right. So that's changed now. For me it has. Yeah. How it affected my image. When it does come to other people. Yeah. When it does come to other people, I did find this. It did make me more interested in studying law. Is law something you've wanted to study? In the past, yeah, I did think, you hear about people going to uni and studying law, and they were the two things that I'd really considered when it comes to uni. Nah, I considered a few things, yeah. What were they? Psychology. Psychology was one of them, yeah. And I mean, I'm pretty in tune. So psychology was one of them. Listen, people even go to uni to study history and geography and economy, and even philosophy, you know what I'm saying? But psychology was one of them. Law was one of them, and Egyptology, yeah. And would you say that people that you've met in your life impacted this? Yeah, and the life that I've had, yeah. Definitely. What was it you wanted to know about psychology? When it comes to psychology, initially, you know what? So hearing about people going to uni, yeah, we've spoken about industry and the Industrial Revolution. I mean, I definitely wanted to go and study these things for, yeah, a better life and pick something that was of interest to me. Now I understand how I want to give to the economy. That is a lot more helpful, But when it comes to psychology now, yeah, I did want to understand, like, how does the mind work, yeah? I mean, when I understood how my mind was working, I really did start, and studying all of this, and especially socially, yeah, and yeah, how the economy is affecting people socially, but socialism and social work and how all that happened, you know, I was able to really understand psychology, yeah. All right, like we're talking about in Wild Side, when you studying the history and the geography and the RE, you really studying jealousy here, yeah. You really are, amongst many other things, but you do understand how jealousy works and how that's affected people. Yes, so psychology, yeah, but yeah, I mean, I learned this through branching off, yeah, okay, and learning about it. When it come to myself, yeah, and even studying, even studying charity and how the different disorders work and things like that, yeah. What may have caused that, yeah, okay. The next thing, so Egyptology. Why was you interested in that? Well, you see, something in my spirit knew. You know what I'm saying? Something in my spirit knew. What was going on with the Egypt? What's all the hieroglyphics about? What's all the light stuff about? So yeah, and as I said, with all these things, there were people I met that definitely influenced me. Yeah, well, like how? Yeah, like they were studying it themselves, or they'd studied this and they'd wanted to move away from the spirituality and just focus on the psychology and the science. For others, yeah, they were more interested in the philosophies and the astrologies. So you see, it's different in different people, and how people take to these things and react to these things and want to give to the economy. So yes, Egyptology. And then when it came to, are you still going to look more into Egypt? I feel like I've looked into Egypt enough at this point. Okay, I think so. I've seen things like camels and transportation, yeah. I would like to know a lot more about transport. That's something I would like to know. Gemini ascendant here. I'd like to know a lot more about what's going on with our transport, yeah? Like, how does this work? How did people, we know how people travelled, yeah? But even the short distance, yeah? Yeah, camels and horses and people, yeah, donkey, like, people use these different forms of transport, revolution of transport, because I said to you, I don't know not much about cars and things like that, and I would like to know a lot more about that. And this did come up the other day, like, a lot of us are on land, so, and we're talking about climate change. I mean, we've clocked that, a lot of us are on land, and so, we've got all these more eco-friendly, not just houses, buses, cars, bikes. I mean, I was seeing bikes completely made out of bamboo the other day, yeah, coming into my feed, yeah. All right, so the algorithms have changed too. And yeah, bamboo's interesting. A lot of people are using the bamboo now, yeah. But we were talking about animal welfare and the welfare of the rainforests, yeah. I mean, I don't wanna go back on myself too much when it comes to this stuff, because we can all agree that we got to live and just be more conscious when it comes to ourselves and what we're doing, yeah. Not just knowing it, like, where did this come from, yeah. um and all the rest of it. So yeah, I mean, the would you still use bamboo? Yeah, I'm still gonna use bamboo. But it would be interesting to look more into bamboo, wouldn't it? Because I mean, you see them all in Westfield selling up the duvets and the pillows, bamboo now. Because I love this stuff. I love this stuff. All right. I think it is important for me personally to look into it. I mean, yeah, journal that for myself, yeah. How do I feel about the bamboo and the bamboo products? I love them. I love them. But would I necessarily shop for the bamboo? Yeah, I mean, fair trade bamboo now. Here we go. Fair trade bamboo. Where do we get this from? Yeah, fair trade bamboo. That's something I'm interested in. All right. Yes, bamboo, not bamboozled. Um, okay. All right. Then law now, yeah. Law now. Well, I did want to study the law, and I've known lawyers and things like that. What do you think about these people? Again, you know what I'm saying? It's how they give into the economy. I mean, there's different types of law. There are different types of law. Yeah, we do this because of this and whatever else. So now we understand what law actually is. And this is always changing and evolving. Where is it you in particular like to look at law? You know, because people say when you go to places, study the law before you go there, so you know. I mean, I was hearing a story about who was it? Yeah, who was it? I can't remember now. A celebrity went away. She went to hug someone. They were like, "Whoa, no, don't do that. Don't do that." I think it was Nicki Minaj, yeah. They were like, "No, what are you doing?" She was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." You know what I'm saying? She had a nice time. She went to say thank you, yeah. To before they left, she went to hug them. You know, they was like, "No, don't do that. We don't do this." So, yeah, yeah. It'd be good to look at this, innit? What is the law? I mean, where am I at the moment? I'm in the UK. I am in the UK. And what kind of law do you want to be looking into? Where we've had all this stuff, yeah, going on with our economy and Brexit and stuff like that, yeah, I would like to know about the products and the consumer goods, yeah. I want to know, yeah, more about the law in that. I mean, do you know anything about it? Yeah, I know a bit about it, and how is it? Because like I said, I'm qualified in a unit when it comes to that, especially when it comes to selling the hair and the beauty products and you know, a lot of the time they say on YouTube, yeah, you can't give medical advice, yeah, but when it comes to this and what's in the products, yeah, okay, that I may be selling to you, yeah, okay, or being sold to us, yes, I am qualified, yeah, do you see? Okay. Yeah, so when it comes to that, yeah, consumer laws and how we buy things, yeah, that is probably my arena. See, very important to understand your arena, guys. Yeah, because see, when you just relax a little, you understand what that is. So yeah, the consumer, the rights of the consumer, and what we are allowed to do, yeah, and not, yeah, with our stuff, yeah. Yeah, they've got the tourists in the south now too, yeah. Yeah, that'll be ruling the tax and the stuff. And how does the tax work? I would like to know how the tax works. And again, when it comes to the saving and investing, how does this work? Yeah, how are people doing this? Because I mean, there's a lot of people that do the saving and the investing, and they talk about it, and there's even some people talking about why they're not doing it anymore. Do you know what I mean? It's become a very, I would say, look, people are always doing it, but I'd say it's become very fashionable. God, do you know what I feel like? London's biggest conversation, that's what I feel like. The breakfast show. The breakfast show, shall we call it that? So law when it comes to our products, especially being somebody who has put products out there and wants to continue to put my own products out there. And again, I mean, like I said, you need to know what your arena is, but you know, if you want to put products out there, I mean, it's a good idea, isn't it, to really know all this. So that was on law, and that was how this has affected me socially. What else would you say how it affected you socially? Is there anything else? When it comes to travel or travelling places, well, I'd definitely be looking at what the law is, and I can take a guess of why that is now. What you saying? You're going to be one of these people that's going to be watching the news all the time, and no, not necessarily. No. I'm more just conscious and mindful what is coming into my feed. Yeah. That's the thing, you know, you branch off, yeah, you start studying different things, and then you begin to actually notice it, yeah. Yeah, the consumer, innit? The consumer, the data and the consumer. You know, this is how it is. This is how it is. Is there anything else I want to say to you about that? Law, yeah. Law. Yeah, you can see people go into law when it comes to, God, like everything. You know what I'm saying? There's so many things. So many things. I mean, I don't know, but I can imagine, yeah. It's sort of like, well, when you go to college, you get different levels, and you decide sort of what department you go into. I mean, yeah, look like, yeah, military, cadets, police, all of that. Do you know what I'm saying? It can be like this with law, you know, and even the psychology, and you know, and even like I was saying to you with the Egyptology, they see people make these decisions, yeah, these different decisions for different reasons, and this is why we are all different. You know what I'm saying? Too. All right, guys, I think that will do. I just do feel like there's anything else that I have to say about that. What a wonderful world this could be, yeah. Well, yeah, I understand why you're doing something, innit? Yeah, it's the most important thing. It's the most important thing. Yeah, but in order to know, innit, you just gotta be educated. Alright. I think that's it. I mean, we're talking a lot about data and Wi-Fi's and things like that. Your home, yeah? What is this meant for your home? What is this meant for your home, Lorna? You know, I don't do like the house tours and things like that. What is this meant for your home and buying stuff for it? You know, like I said, I'm Romani, yeah, and not just Romani, but I'm a creative too, yeah, okay, and I mean, it's how you're shopping different. This is interesting, innit? Where I get stuff for my home. Do I think that's a bit too much? Like looking into, well, it's kind of the same thing, innit? It's kind of the same thing, like, not kind of, it is. I mean, where did they get that from and blah. What do you think about stuff like antiques and that? and going into these kind of places, I'm not really a fan, yeah. I'm not really a fan, and because I know all of this now too, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, nope, no, no, no. Where did that come from? And that was probably a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? No, modern girl. I probably will. I probably will not be driving myself nuts with that. Yeah, I probably will not be doing that. Um, yeah, the home. That's interesting. That's interesting. I mean, how do you feel about crafting and making your own stuff? Because listen, a lot of people do that because of this too. I definitely, um, this is interesting because listen, we know. Alright, speaking of synthetic materials and drugs and all this kind of stuff, I mean, we know that we can make these jewelries, yeah, and these different things, yeah, like this out of, yeah, not just stitching pillows and knitting blankets and all that, but we know, and again, where did the wool come from? But we know we could, that's a bit extensive, innit? I mean, we know that we can make stuff out of glass, and glass is something I've always been rather interested in. I mean, I have been interested in courses too when it comes to college, regarding things like glassware, because that's something else I'd love to create. Yeah, glassware, the pottery, yeah, the pottery, the clay and stuff. I think I'd rather leave that alone. But glassware, and the ancient Greeks and things like this. All right, interesting. I mean, lots of people made pottery, but glassware, and oil painting. Oil painting. This is something. Even just painting, like lots of people do paint. Um, Painting, yeah, painting and glassware. What I'm looking at and what I'm drinking out of, yeah, while I'm looking at that. You know what I'm saying? I want to know, innit? Like, what's up with that? What's up with that? More how is it made, innit? More how is it made? What were you saying? You interested in stuff like fine china and that? Nah, not really. Not really, but I do love glassware. And I love me a coffee mug. And I do like art. I do like art, but I especially love the visual arts. Yeah. Yeah. I was talking about a course, yeah, on doing something like photography, and this is I tell you what, this is the kind of art I do actually like. Photography, yeah, and what else, Lorna? Photography. And I've always been rather interested in so like, I don't know what they call it, yeah, graphics, yeah, graphic design, yeah, photography, graphic design, yeah, glassware, these kinds of things, and they have courses on them. I mean, a while ago I said I wanted to do the kind of jewelry course and the flower course, but where I'm so much more aware of all this stuff now, that has changed. And I mean, were you still interested in becoming a florist? I'll tell you what, not really, yeah, but I understood why I was drawn to it now, yeah. It's not really so much. I mean, okay, all right, so if I went in for the floristry, I'd really want to be understanding, yeah, the tree medicine. I mean, yeah, have you ever considered being a doctor? Yeah, but I mean, when it comes to doctors and stuff like that, so you see what I mean about my arena, yeah? I do prefer to understand, like, what does all the trees do, like, when it comes to the natural stuff, yeah? And yeah, a lot more people are becoming more and more educated on this, you know, that's really what I'm interested in. Okay, all right. I do actually think that is it. I do actually think that is it. And then what are you saying then about the jewelry? Yeah. Well, how I'm gonna make jewelry? Because how I actually want to make jewelry is I actually want to make real gold. I actually want to make real gold, guys. Like, you even just look up fair trades, yeah, jewelry, yeah. Some of this is so beautiful, but you know, where is the gold coming from? That needs more research, yeah. Like, what would I do personally? You know what I'm saying? For that, um, this is why as well, and another way that the original's liable to change. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys, the breakfast show, and that was on Law.